Another special sense we have in our body is taste or the gustatory sensation. So we have the basic five taste sensations: sweet, salty, sour, umami, and bitter. Now, this Japanese word delicious, the tasty word has come from this Japanese word delicious. Tasty means delicious. So we have five basic taste: the sweet, the umami, okay, the bitter, the sour, and of course the salty taste. The five basic taste, and here are some examples of them. Now the taste buds, they are sense organs for the taste or the gustatory sensation. They are the taste buds, and the receptors for the taste, they are located on the surface of the sensory cells. Now these sensory cells are grouped into bud shaped clusters, and these clusters को हम taste buds बोलते हैं. So they are grouped in structures. These taste buds, they are grouped in structures. They are called as scapula. They are called as papilla. I'm so sorry. They are called as papilla. So the receptors for the taste, they are located on the surface of the sensory cells. अब ये जब ग्रुप हो जाएंगे तो बनेंगे taste buds. Now when these taste buds are grouped in structures, they are called as papilla. So beside these sensory cells, the taste buds have some few supporting cells also and basal cells also. The taste buds, they are ovoid bodies with a diameter of 50 micron to 70 micron. And when the age progresses, the taste bud, they degenerate. Now, this is a very beautiful diagram of taste bud, which is showing a taste pore over here. That's an opening, a taste pore. Okay. So we have some supporting cells, we have receptor cells, and we have the basal cells. The basal cells are present at the bottom, then we have some supporting cells and the receptor cell. The receptor cell which receives the sensation, which receives the taste sensation. The lifespan of these taste buds, they are almost 10 days, and then they replenish themselves. So we have four types of cells. Type 1 जिनको हम बोलते हैं sustentacular cells, then type 2, type 3 and type 4. तो type 4 cells तो हो गए आपके basal cells, and the type 1 cells and type 4, they are supporting, they are helpful in supporting, and type 3 cells are the taste receptors. So the receptor cells of the type 3 type of the cells. The function of type 2 cell is unknown. Now type 1, 2 and 3, as you can see, they have microvilli which projects into an opening which is covering the tongue, and this opening is called as taste pore, and this opening is called as taste pore. So type 1 cells and type 4 cells are called as supporting cells, the sustentacular and the basal cells. Now the basal cells, they are responsible for regeneration of the receptor cells, because in the lifespan of 10 days they regenerate themselves. The receptor cells help in the sensation of the taste, but that is, they sense the taste. Presence of the microvilli, and they are classified as dark, light and intermediate. The epithelium is compact, columnar, pseudo-stratified, and they are showing some islands. So it is called as compact, columnar, pseudo-stratified islands. Now we have three types of papillae, which is the circumvallate, foliate and fungiform. We have another fourth type of papilla, which is also known as filiform, but very less taste buds are present on the filiform papilla. The circumvallate papilla is generally as you can see in the diagram. As you can see in the diagram, the circumvallate papilla, they are present on the posterior part of the tongue. See, this is the posterior part of the tongue, and this is the circumvallate papilla. It has the maximum, about half the maximum number of the taste buds are present on the posterior part of the tongue. Then we have another type of papilla known as foliate papilla. Now this foliate, as you can see, it is present at the back edge of the tongue. It's present near the edge of the tongue, the foliate papilla. The foliate means it looks like leaf-like, okay, V-shaped. And the third one is the fungiform. The fungiform papilla resembles a fungus, so it is present over the over the entire surface of the tongue. So this fungiform papilla is present over the entire surface of the tip of the tip of the tongue. And as you can see in this diagram, the chorda tympani nerve, which is a branch of the facial nerve, this supplies the anterior part of the tongue, and the glossopharyngeal nerve supplies the posterior part of the tongue. So this almost covers the 2/3 portion of the anterior portion, 2/3 of the tongue, the chorda tympani, and the glossopharyngeal supplies almost the 1/3 part of the tongue. Now there is a pathway of the taste sensation. So what is happening? First, see, from the tongue and from the pharynx, because some taste receptors are also present in the regions of pharynx. So from the tongue and from the pharynx, the sensations of the nerves, they are going into CNS. So the taste from the 2/3 anterior part of the tongue, it first passes into the lingual nerve. So as you can see, we have chorda tympani. So from the chorda tympani, what is happening? Taste from the 2/3 part of the tongue, it passes into lingual nerve, and then through the chorda tympani into the facial nerve, and finally into the nucleus of the tractus solitarius. Okay, follow the first nerve. Now, taste sensation from the chorda tympani on the back of the tongue. As you can see, the taste sensation from the chorda tympani on the back of the tongue, they're transmitted through the glossopharyngeal nerve, the back of the tongue, because the glossopharyngeal nerve supplies the posterior part of the tongue. So it is supplied the taste sensations are coming from the glossopharyngeal nerve. Some sensation at the base of the tongue and other regions of the pharynx, they are transmitted by the vagus nerve, by the nerve 10, by the vagus nerve. So we have 7th nerve, we have 9th nerve, and we have 10th nerve. Okay. Now all the synapse, all the 3 nerves, they synapse in the nucleus of the tractus solitarius. Now the nucleus tractus solitarius, this is the gustatory area. This is the area for the taste. Now as we go above, all the synapses in the nucleus, then they send signal to the ventral posterior medial nucleus. See, it supplies to the ventral posterior medial nucleus of the thalamus, and this can also be called as posterior ventral nucleus of the thalamus. Then it goes up to the parietal lobe of the cerebral cortex, which is the gustatory cortex. So it goes up to the parietal lobe of the cerebral cortex. Now from the tractus solitarius, from the nucleus of tractus solitarius, the taste signals are transmitted within the brain stem into the superior and the inferior salivatory nucleus. This we have talked about during the digestive system, the first few lectures. So it goes into the superior and the inferior salivatory nucleus, which goes to all the 3 salivary glands, and this will hence control the secretion of the saliva during the ingestion of the food. Okay, so this is a very beautiful diagram of the pathway, how the taste is perceived by the gustatory cortex or by the parietal lobe of the cerebral cortex, which is the gustatory area. And the nerves are involved are the glossopharyngeal, the vagus, and of course the chorda tympani branch of the facial nerve. Thank you so much, and I hope this is a very easy topic for you, but please, it's very important for a dentist to know about the taste buds and about the pathway of the taste buds. Thank you so much.